To docela to tam valí teda. Jo. A tak kdy začneme teda? Okay. Hello there. I hope we just started. There's a delay. Welcome here. It seems that we have like 4,000 people, which is nice. We spent last 3 hours fixing our streaming device, which broke after just 1 week of using it for the press. And this is my first broadcast as well. So be nice to me, because I I don't have a clue how to do it. I'm not very experienced in it. But anyway, what we are going to show you is the build we showed to the publishers, which is the first quest in early in the game,
Rise,
and shows all the core mechanics.
Glory be, I thought I'd never rouse you. Bad dreams again?
Most likely. I remember naught of them.
You still have a fever. Uncle won't be glad to hear it, but you'll have to stay in bed yet.
Where am I? In Skalitz?
No, Skalitz is no longer Hal. They torched it and laid it waste along with the castle. We're in my uncle's mill in Rattais. I knew not where else to go, and he took us in.
What has befallen?
Have you truly no recall? Forsooth, little wonder. You were in a woeful state. I found you in Skalitz after those footpads assailed you. I feared the worst, but you were breathing yet. What were you thinking of? Only a madman would go back there. They butchered everyone who didn't flee.
My parents, I sought my parents. I wanted to bury them. I had.
Fear thee not. I took care of it.
Gramercy, I am in thy debt.
Think nothing of it. No Christian would leave them thus. But rest now and regain thy strength. A sweet.
Never have I.
The one.
So I will skip the rest of the cutscene. Several things about this build. This build is quite old. It's almost over half year old. It's the same build that we showed to the publishers and press. We are using it because it's the most stable build. We have a lot of new features in newer build, but they are not 100% working all the time, so it would be quite buggy. At the same time, it runs on for the same reason. It runs on the older version of CryEngine. So some things like PBR or several other features are not working. And just a general reminder: some assets and mostly animations are going to be much better. So right now there are no facial animations motion captured, and they are going to be motion captured. The faces of the characters are also just placeholders right now. We are still working on it. We'll probably be 3D scanning the heads, and a lot of other details are just work in progress right now. This quest was, or this build was done to showcase our ability to develop the open world RPG to the publishers. So it includes all the core mechanics. The quest itself is very simple. It's also at the beginning of the game, so you need to collect some stuff and start with first small quest. But most of the core stuff is already implemented, including the first version of combat. So right now, as you can see, I see my body. When I interact with stuff, I really pick up objects or push items, open the door and stuff. So it's first person, but it's not floating camera. All the time you see your character, and when you do
have you eaten?
Cutscene, you see your or branching dialogues, you see your character as well.
Aye, this is very good. Did you bake it?
I did.
What did you do in Skalitz? Why did you not flee with the others?
I couldn't make it to the castle, so I hid in the mill. I saw them slaughter my parents, the pagan curs. By the time I dared to creep out, everyone was gone. Then I heard a cry and saw the thieves assail you. I waited till they left and took care of you.
Grand mercy, you're braver than many a man to do so. I must
So
leave.
basically,
And
this
fare thee
quest
well.
is about
Mind thyself.
early in the game. Your hometown was burned down by an invading army, and you were saved by this girl. She took you to a mill next to the closest town, and your neighbors or people from your town who managed to survive escaped to the castle up the hill, were given protection from another lord. So now your liege lord and your friends are hiding behind the walls of the city and the castle. Right now you are saved. You are back healthy again, and you are going to see your liege lord to tell him that you are back in his service. If you remember our first video update about the world and locations, this is the same castle we showed you in the real world. So you can see that we already built quite a large piece of the world. There is right now no music. We didn't license all the music we use as a placeholder stuff, which was awesome by the way, but we cannot play it because we didn't license it. You can see the NPC some basic NPC routines and life. Right now it's in the latest build it's much better. And here you will see the first one of the first
who goes
game
there?
mechanics, branching dialogues.
Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith. I'm going to see my master, Sir Radzig Kobyla.
And I'm the Pope and my left foot is a hoof. Why do you want him and why would I let you near him?
I brought his sword and I must speak with him.
But I see no sword.
They assaulted me and took it.
Then you no longer need to see him. In your shoes, I'd run the other way. Your master won't be happy you lost his sword.
So we have a branching dialogues in the game, which is quite normal. But what's a little bit different is that there are points of no return where you need to decide what you will tell to the other characters. So
let me go to my master, or he'll hear of your insolence.
My master.
Ah, telltale. Run along then. I relish seeing them drive you out with a cat and nine tails.
So in branching dialogues I have a lot of choices and I cannot take back what I say. Most of the time when there are some decisions to be made and you choose something, you cannot take it back, you cannot try the other option. So it works as you would as a combat, for example. If you attack someone, he will be your enemy. If you kill someone, he will disappear from the game. If you say something wrong, it will also change your relationship with the character, and you cannot take it back. Right now, you can see the same castle from the video update, and we are going to see our liege lord, who is given. Who was given this? There are two castles in this town, and one was given to your liege lord from his friend, another lord, as a refuge since his castle was destroyed. Around me there is a refugee camp from my hometown, so these people are my original neighbors. And by the way, all the dialogues are also just temporary. We used mostly British expats who live in Czech Republic, so no, it's going to be really different. Right now, what we experimented with the language a little bit, so we kind of tried a little bit of
well, if it isn't Hal, the
language.
blacksmith's boy.
Well, I never. 'Tis so. What are you doing here? We thought you were done for.
I was waylaid by footpads in Skalitz.
God's teeth! Why did you go back? Who do you think you'd find there, save cutthroats and thieves?
I wanted to bury my parents.
Ah, well, fair due. I heard what your father did at the gate.
He saved my life.
Not only yours. He was a good man. You did well to bury him.
In the end, it wasn't I who did it. Nor did I help him at the gate.
Well, what could you have done? You'd both be dead now. He did it for you, so live to make him proud, as if he were alive.
Indeed? What are you here for, then?
It's a long story. I must see Sir Radzig. Is he here?
Tell us about it now and then. Gul Kobil is in the palace with Lord Johann, Burgrave of Rat Eyes. They're feasting in a knight's hall.
Thanks.
So, the language again. We were experimenting with the different kinds of accents, and we tried to use kind of period Shakespearean language. But right now it seems quite a little bit too much. So we will work on this a little bit. In the final game, it will be probably more contemporary. Contemporary, is it the right word? More current. And this is the castle where my liege lord is living right now, so I'm going to introduce myself that I'm back in his service. I'll probably skip part of the cutscene because it's very long.
There's naught here for thee. Be gone, stable Stand down, Sighard. 'Tis Henry. How did you get here, Hal? I thought I'd seen the last of you.
God save you, sir. I had to return to Skalitz to bury my parents.
Well, it was not mayhap the wisest course, but I understand. Your father was a good man, and your mother... 'Twas dastardly what Sigismund's barbarians did to them. You did right to spare them from the dogs and ravens.
It was not I who buried them in the end, sir. Before I could, footpads set upon and near killed me. I wouldn't be here if someone hadn't helped me.
And who is this good Samaritan?
The miller's daughter.
The miller's daughter overcame the footpads who almost killed you? Well, I never.
No, sir. She waited till they left, buried my parents and took me to Rat Eyes.
Now that's a goodly wench. Hold on to that one, lad.
'Tis a shame, though, that your parents lie in unhallowed ground. You know that means a purgatory awaits them.
Quiet, Pope's nose! I didn't bring you here to stuff your chops while spouting sermons.
If 'tis such worry, worthy father, mayhap you should go at once to Skalitz and save those goodly Christians' immaculate souls by consecrating their graves. I'm sure that should the footpads waylay you like Henry and murder you, your soul would speak to heaven. And I assure you, we would bury you only in holy ground.
Sure, if we could even find the carcass. The dogs and ravens would soon devour such a swag belly as yourself. And how then would we tell the Christian bones from those of Sigismund's Tartars? One bone is like another.
What now, Henry? Is there somewhere you can go?
I must recover your sword.
My sword? My sword is here at my belt.
Father made you a new one. The footpads stole it, and now I have to get it back.
They nearly killed him at once he would go back. Now, I'm not sure if he's a fool or if I like him. But the lad has courage, Radzig, surely.
So I will skip the rest of the cutscene. Basically what happens is that some bandits attacked the nearby stables.